some in the 9th ICSE, I did like this. I taught them for 1 hour. After like 1 hour, someone told me, sir, you haven't recorded till now. Then for 30 minutes, I recorded the video. So that's happened in this. Okay, done, no? Okay, admit.
Sir, should we write our names in the chat, sir, for attendance?
Exactly. You have to write the name in the chat box. Okay. So should we continue? It's the basically the first law is covered, second law is covered, and it's going to be the third law, correct? So one more thing I want to say that if anyone have a doubt on first law and second law, and he or she have missed some concepts, like previous week, I can take extra class for people who are like not confident, or like they are missing some concepts in laws of motion, correct? So if you want to have some extra classes, then you can message me out as well in the group. Maybe personal message will be fine. Then I can arrange a class in this week or maybe next week. Okay. Okay. So what is third law? You might be knowing third law. I know that. What is third law? Anyone can explain?
Going to the third law, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, tell me.
So it's not about the class right now. I just wanted to ask that you said in the assignment we have to do the remaining questions. Did you mean like the first set or like everything?
What set means?
So like B7 to B9 or even B21 to B23?
1 second. The force module, no? Force module, no?
Yes,
Force
sir.
module. 1 second, please.
So actually, I just did the remaining questions of B7 to B9 because the next assignment had third law of motion as well.
Then I have given up to that. I have given up to that only because I have given up to the moment I have taught module.
So could you like extend the time till today night? Because I asked you yesterday only, you didn't reply to the message. So I wanted to ask you.
Okay, you asked me previously. I didn't receive a message from you. What's your name?
Sir Aditi,
Okay, you're the messaging group or what?
group only, sir.
Okay, message me personally because normally in group there's so much messy. Now many people are messaging. No, so I normally might not be able to see. I might skip it. Okay, this question.
So could you extend the time till today night?
Okay, today night you're saying, no?
Yes, sir. That
Okay, I will tell them to extend the by tomorrow. Okay, by tomorrow you can do it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, by
Thank
tomorrow
you.
you can do. Okay, you can have a by tomorrow. Okay, this questions I given to you, and like some questions are left because you can do it. It's like I have given some question that was difficult conceptually or maybe numerically. Okay, apart from that you can do. Okay, this one. Okay. This has got two exercises, not till now. B24. This says B. Up to which part you have done the assignment part till now?
So B7 to B9.
Yes, sir.
B7 to B9 till now you have done. Everyone have done the B7 to B9 only? Till
Yes,
now?
sir.
I have
Yes,
done
sir.
this exercise also.
Yes, sir. Even I did the second exercise.
Second one I have given to you till now. I think I have given to you second exercise as well. Because I have marked this thing in the in this thing. I have marked this thing, see. Because momentum I have taught to you. So I have already given the second assignment as well. So how many people haven't done the second assignment till now?
Sir, I did only few questions because I wasn't sure, sir.
Okay.
Sir, like some questions were of law, so I skipped them, but rest all I did.
Okay, see, if you find any question to be some different that what you have been taught, just tell me, okay, because maybe it might be a third law. By mistake, you have put this thing into, okay, or you can choose to attempt it later. Okay, you can do that as well. Okay, so I am giving you one more day time. So by tomorrow evening, you try to submit. Okay, everyone, if you haven't done the questions.
So we have to do the remaining questions from B7 to B9, right?
I have given the chat. I think you just follow the group thing. Okay, and find if I think I have given in this B21 as well. Okay, just see it in the group. If you don't find it, then message me, please, someone. Okay, or else I can also check it once again. Previous class was which date? Date of the class? It was 5th, no? It was 11th. Previous class is 11th. Okay, I have okay. I have given you from the books, no? In previous class, I have given you from the book. Okay. In previous to previous class. He was 4th. Okay. Do one thing. I will tell you. Okay. Don't worry about this. I will extend this to next week. Okay. So basically, for now, you submit all the previous previous exercise questions. Next week, you have to do from B21. You have to submit B21 to last. Okay. I believe everything will be everything by then. Everything will be done. So you cover this part. B21 after B21. Okay. So write it down in copies as well, or else you might forget. Okay. So we
Sir,
shall
I had a doubt in this 24th question.
see for now, if you can like it's like state law, Newton's law, second laws of motion. 24th you told, no? Huh? Okay, we can do one thing. We can take these three things in the doubt class. Okay, that is next week, because I want to cover this laws of motion in today's class only. So either you can message me personally, I will help you out, or else if you want to, then I can explain this thing in the class as well. Okay. Okay. What's your name?
Sir, Akshat.
Akshat. Okay. See. So till now we have studied the first law and second law, correct? So what is third law basically? And can anyone say something on third law? And everyone switch on their cameras. And if you haven't written,
Sir,
down
every
the
action
subject-
has equal and opposite reaction.
Okay, that means if I say so, like if you hit your friend a slap, he will slap you back. Is it the third law? Yes, anyone. If you slap your friend and he will slap you back, is it the third law or it's like
The force might not be equal.
okay?
In terms of
Different.
philosophy and all that stuff, yeah, sir. But
Sir, if you like slapping and the slapping is considered as force, then yeah.
Okay. So you are expecting that you like the friend will have more force or you have more force?
both will have more. It's according to who's weak, sir.
Okay, who is weak? Okay, don't try it. Okay, for the sake of physics, or else you are going to get punished from school as well. Okay. So the thing is, you are wrong. Everyone is quite wrong. Okay. So I'm going to explain this thing. According to physics, at least you are wrong. Maybe in real life it might have sense, but at physics consider you as wrong. Okay. So every action has equal and so also write down the notes. Okay. Every action has equal and opposite reactions. That is the Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. For now tell me that you're standing on Earth. Okay, let's say you're standing on somewhere. You're standing on Earth. Okay, and what are the forces acting on your body basically? Anyone? You're standing on Earth. What
Gravity.
are
Gravitational force, frictional force.
okay, let's don't consider friction force. Any other force?
Normal force.
Normal force. Correct. So the normal force acts on your body. Let's concentrate on normal force. Correct. So the normal force acts on your body. Okay, write down slowly. Don't just copy it down. I will explain this thing because there's something that I've written on the left or right. Okay, so you don't just copy it down. I will tick mark. Up to that you copy it down. Okay, don't copy the whole thing right now itself. Okay, so normal force. Okay, let's concentrate. What is normal force basically? What does normal force in this case means? Tell me.
Sir, force applied like perpendicular to the surface.
From any source is giving the force?
So the
surface.
Tell me. Yes, tell me anyone.
So is it the ground?
Exactly. Normal force is what is the normal force basically? Normal force is acting perpendicular surface from the ground. Correct? No? Anyone have a doubt on this part? Normal force? Yes or no? Yes, anyone? Mohit, you are like yawning. Mohit, don't yawn. It's like it's going to be 9 o'clock. You can't yawn right now. Okay, it's 8:18. You can yawn. Okay, so tell me, Mohit, what is the normal force basically means? Like, where does it come from?
So it's coming from the ground.
Correct. The normal force is going to come from the ground. That's very much correct. Do you think you also apply a force on the earth?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure
Yes.
about this? Yes. Are you sure about this?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So anyone have a doubt on this? Like because the normal force acts on the body, we also apply a force on the earth. We also apply a force on the earth. Okay. Now let's have this same example. This is the body. Okay, let's have mass m. What is happening is that this mass is going to experience the normal force from the earth. Okay, and there's a ground as well. Okay, so if I say the third law, if I want to make the third law valid, this ground will also experience a normal force from the body. This ground will also experience a normal force from the body. That normal force is equal to weight for now, but it not be equal to weight for every time. Okay. Okay. So basically, when the bodies are in contact, the normal force comes into picture. Okay. So this normal force is from the ground. This normal force is from the weight or the box or the mass. Okay. Anyone have a doubt on this part? Anyone? Dhanush, Aditya, Ryan? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, Vavin and Nandita, Advika, switch on your cameras. Okay, don't switch it off. And Samruddhi as well. Okay. So till now,
Sir, I
believe-
texted you that I had internet issues.
Okay, Samruddhi. Okay. Then you can switch it off.
So
Okay.
I'll switch it on when I have a stable network.
Okay. So till now, I believe so there's no doubts. Okay. Now let's take very famous example which I've explained to you before. That is hitting on the cheeks. Okay, hitting on the cheeks. So if you want to try it out by yourself, you are free to try. Okay, if you want to hit yourself with your hands, like I will allow you that. Okay, it's like a non-violence thing. If you hit on the cheeks, okay. So when you hit yourself, or maybe if you hit something like a table or maybe anything, so do you feel any kind of force on your hands as well?
Yes, sir.
Like
Kind
hitting
of.
Yes, sir.
So
You feel a force, no? Okay, I'm going to explain why you feel a force. Okay, so this person is going to be our test body. This person is going to be a test body. Okay. Now, let's say this is the person. This is person one, and this one is this cheeks or the person is, let's say, object two. Okay, this cheeks of person is object two. Okay. So what our basic law says us that this what do you say, when the palms or the hands apply force on the cheeks, so basically the cheeks will experience a force, that is some force F. Correct? Okay. And the cheeks are going to apply a same force F on a opposite direction towards the hands. Therefore, you feel a force when you hit a table. So when you hit a table, you also feel a force. That force given by the table to you, and that force is equal to the force given by you. Tell me, confusion or correct or wrong?
Sir, doubt.
Tell me.
Sir, does this apply to like all objects, like even soft ones? Like if you go to hit a sponge, you will not feel that much force, right?
You will basically, if you hit hard, okay. So when you hit a sponge, if you like what you say, hit with all your force, you are going to like go much more down. Okay. So you are going to feel the force. It's like when you go to the sponge, if you slow down up a little bit somewhere, then you might not be able to feel the force. But this
So
thing
like,
is
but
done-
if I hit a wall with, I don't know, 20 newtons of force and a sponge with 20 newtons of force, obviously I'll feel the wall more. Like, why is that?
Okay. The thing is, the force is the force is the same becoming basically, but since the sponge is compressing, you might not feel the same amount jerk. Okay, that's why you. But this law is perfectly valid for every object. Okay, rather it's a wall or wool or anything. Okay, this basically law is not invalid for any object till now. This law is not invalid for anything. For the sponge case, I believe so. When you hit a sponge, 20 Newton force. So basically, you'll not feel 20 Newton, but that's correct. But the force has to be the 20 towards you as well. Okay, the sponge thing. Okay. Okay, I will tell you in the next class. I will confirm this thing for once by myself. Okay, and because I don't want to tell you something that is wrong, but it will be valid. That's for sure. It is valid only, but maybe the reason for that may be something different, but it's valid for that sure, because this third law is very basically valid throughout the universe. Okay, it is not invalid till now. No one has proved this is invalid. Okay, so therefore it is valid. Okay, so it's like, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I was saying, so normally you ask such a high doubts, quality doubts, that even teachers will like sometimes like sweat out. Okay, okay, that's very good actually. Basically, because we also learn from you as well. It's like not that we are a very learned person. We also learn from you, and we use this technique. Like what we learn, we just keep in our minds as well. Okay, very good doubt, I would say. So this hand is applying a force on cheeks. Okay, and the cheeks will apply the same force on your hands as well. Okay, so let's say the hand is object 1, the face is object 2. I have written this thing. That means if I write the third laws of motion, I could write it like this: the force on cheeks by 1, cheeks by like cheeks due to 1. 2 by 1 means 2 is cheeks, 1 is hand. So force on cheeks due to hand is equal to what the direction of both the force are equal or opposite? Tell me.
Opposite.
Opposite. So minus of force 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means on hand due to cheeks. So I will write it down. So if you can also copy down for by yourself okay, you can also copy it down. Force on 2 by 1, and F12 means force on 1 by 2. That means this one. Okay, so you can write it down. Don't so you will not get confused. So basically, this is the overall third law. Overall third law. Okay. Yes. Still any confusion?
Sir, is there any name for this opposite and equal reaction?
We will try. You said that you also already said the name. Okay. You already said the name only. It's the reaction or action force. We tell them. Okay.
So
Okay,
the
sir.
F2 by 1,
Huh?
that is the force of hand on the cheek, and the other one is cheek on the hand. Right?
So what is 2 basically? 2 is cheeks, no? F2
Yes.
means force on cheeks by hand. On cheeks, on. I have written
Yes.
on. Okay. Force on cheeks by hand.
Yes.
Any other confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. Shall we move on? Tell me everyone yes or no.
Yes.
Srikar, Ryan, Vapin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this example you have understood, correct? No? This example you have understood.
Yes, sir.
So you can write it down as well. If I understood this example, you can write it down. What are the basic examples of third law? The third law, basically, example is that we can stand on the ground, and this ground applies a normal force to you, and normal force is applied on the ground by you. Okay. So this is a basic example of third law. Okay. Then again, there's recoil of gun. I believe in the conservation of energy, you have done this conservation of momentum. You have done this recoil of gun. Tell me, have you done or not this one?
So can you repeat the first example?
First one. Hello.
Yes, sir.
We stand on the ground. Basically, what happens? The ground, let's say it's a G. Okay, let's say it's the block B. Okay. So what will happen? The normal force applied by the ground on block will be the normal force by the block on the ground. Okay, minus sign because it is in different direction. It is not in the same direction. So remember the minus sign is because due to the different direction. Okay. So basically due to contact, the earth will also experience a force from you because you're standing on the ground. Okay. And the force has to be same as the normal force. The force has to be the same as the normal force. Okay. Yeah, tell me, any confusion in this part?
So is normal
No, sir.
force like the opposite force that you are exerting on the ground?
Basically, it's like normal to ground and it's like acting on you. Okay, acting on you. Basically, when you, for example, if two bodies are in contact, basically. Okay, let's say the one second, I'll not mess these things up or else. Let's say uh, there are two objects
yeah.
happen when the two objects are in contact.
So your voice
This
is
object will
breaking,
apply a
webcam.
normal force in this direction. Yes, can you hear me?
Your voice is
Can you
breaking.
hear me now?
So your voice is breaking and your video was stuck, so we couldn't understand much.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear? No, clear and all.
No, it's fine.
Let's say these are two objects are in contact. Correct? Two objects are in contact.
Yes, sir.
So what is happen if I break the two objects, like just make them aside to make the diagram of this, what are the forces acting on the body? So this let us say this body is 1, this body is 2. Okay, the normal force is going to act perpendicular surface. Okay, so therefore the normal force is going to act on the mass 1 by the mass 2 in this direction, perpendicular surface. Okay, so it is like n mass 1 by 2, sorry, m12, and like this one from the body 1 on the body 2, it will be n21. Okay, well, the normal force on body 2 by body 1. Okay, this happens normally. It's advanced thumb, the thing that we call as a free body diagrams in our physics lecture, like let's say 11th. Okay, so just wanted to know, I wanted to make sure that normal force is something that acts on the body, okay, by another body, that kind of thing. So when the ground pushes, like it's like pushing the object. So ground is pushing you, you are pushing the ground. So when the ground is pushing you, the force is upwards. When you're pushing the ground, force is downwards. Tell me, any confusion till now? Yes, tell me. Hello, can you hear me? Anyone?
No doubt,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, the lady who asked me, like the doubt clear, or you have a doubt, lady or so? Yes, tell me.
So yeah, it's clear.
Clear, no? Okay, I'm just erasing these things off. Okay, it's like extra stuff. Okay. Then the recoil of gun, you have seen the recoil of gun, no? In the I have taught you in the class how to find the recoil of gun velocity and all. Tell me, everyone,
Yes,
yes or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the
momentum.
yes? What is the logic? What is the concept we use for finding the recoil of gun? Yes.
The
Yes, sir.
mass.
Conservation of momentum.
Conservation of momentum. Correct. Okay. It will be. It is also valid for the third law as well. I'm going to show you why it's valid for third law. Okay. It is also going to come from third law as well. Okay. So I know you have confusion, so I'm going to get, so just bear with me for a little time, and you're going to get your doubts clear as soon as possible. Because what is happening basically, the force applied is equal and opposite due to third law. The force applied is equal and opposite due to third law. Okay, therefore the momentum comes out. Okay, I'm going to show why it comes out. So why we can walk basically is the due to also a kind of third law only. It's also due to kind of third law only. What is happening basically when we walk? I have drawn something in this part, so you can have this look. Okay, you can see the foot.
Yes, sir.
So basically what happens when we move our leg backwards, okay, the friction will act forward due to friction opposes the more relative motion. Okay, so on the ground, basically when you walk, basically we get a pushing force from the ground. Okay, from the ground, pushing force, like in this diagram, you're getting a pushing force from the ground. Okay, so basically due to this reason, you are going to have you can walk straight. Okay, so I'm going to explain this thing in more detailed manner. It's like a very diagram. What is happening is that when you, this is let's say this is leg, this is the foot. Okay, foot part. Okay, so what you do basically when you walk on the road, you apply a force on the road like this. Correct? No, you apply force on the road like this. Tell me, correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
This is the road. Okay, this is the leg. This is the road. You apply a force on the road like this. F force you apply on the road. Due to third law, the road also applies a force on you. Okay, a force. Okay, I have drawn this force in a different wrong body, so it will be like this. Okay, force on the road, and due to third law, a road also applies a force on you. Road also pushes you with the same amount of force. Okay, so basically this is the application of third law. We can walk due to third law. We can walk due to second law. Second law and third law are required for explaining why we can walk. Okay, I believe so. In the classes, I've already mentioned that how the force is going to come when we jump out of the train. Correct? No, when we jump out of the train, we have to run for a little while. I've told you, no, in the class.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Did you understand the whole reason for that? Why have to run for a little while?
sir. Inertia.
Inertia, and there's a moment I have also showed like how much force is going to act on your foot.
Yes, I need to
Yes, sir.
reduce the momentum gradually.
Like moment gradually, or like if your velocity of foot is like v, the moment you touch the ground, it will be like 0. Okay, so mv by t is equal to the force applied on your force applied force applied by the foot on the ground. Okay, therefore you are going to have this like a same force applied on you by the ground as well. So this is the whole mechanism which I told you. So anyone have a doubt on that part?
So is
Yes.
it like, sir, like when you jump from a high place, you'll feel like force on your legs. It's due to same reason.
Because due to same reason, because when you jump from a very high place, you will feel shiverness on your leg, or it will all shiverness. Okay, so it is like the same force applied by the ground on you. Okay, and you can feel the force on your legs. That's why your leg break, or else like if you are just applying a force on the ground, then the ground will only break. No, if you are just applying the force on the ground, then everything has to be go like done with the ground part. But the ground also applies the same force on you. Therefore, you feel like your leg is shaking or leg broke or you feel pain. That's why.
Sir, can you explain the recoil of gun once? I didn't understand that.
Recoil of gun. Okay, recoil of gun. So I have shown you quite a video in this recoil of gun. So basically what happens. Okay, Nihal. Okay, I will just explain this one thing for first time, then we can go with this. If you want to also see the previous lecture, you can see the video lecture, because I have explained the gun recoil very slowly in the previous lectures. Okay, I will try to explain it one more time. Have like, are you from NCC? Have you joined NCC and in your school? Tell me. Hello, are you there?
Sir, I have friends, but not
Okay.
personally.
Have you fired gun in NCC? Because I believe so they allow you to fire guns sometimes. So maybe
Sir,
you can
during camps and all, but like online, so nothing.
Okay, so I'm going to explain this to you. I cannot give a feel of the gun, but let's try. So you can see the lady you asked me what was her name?
So Shreya.
Shreya. Shreya, can you see the gun and the bullets?
Yes, sir.
You can see bullet and this gun. Okay. So basically, what is happened? Initially, momentum is zero. Basically, initially there's no force acting. Initially, there's no force. So what we'll do basically when we conserve momentum, we write P initial is equal to P final. Okay, P means the momentum, the sum of all the momentum of the object. So we have got two objects right here, a bullet and a gun. And a gun. Shreya, correct, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So what is the momentum bullet right now?
So now it's since the velocity is zero, it's its mass.
Zero only.
Yes,
Like
sir.
because mv into zero, m into zero is zero, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, initial momentum the bullet is zero. What is initial momentum of gun?
So zero.
Zero, because velocity is zero for both of them. Correct, no? Zero
Yes.
plus zero. Now the moment the gun is fired, the bullet will go out of nozzle like some 500 meter per second. 500 meter per second. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me the momentum of the bullet right now.
So now the momentum will be mass into 500 meter per second. Velocity.
The mass of bullet gun, like let's say the bullet has a gram like 10 to 200 gram. So 0.2 kg into 500 plus, let's say what is the momentum of pistol? Pistol is, let's say, mass as like 2 kg or 2 or let's say 2 kg. 2 kg. What is the velocity? If you find the velocity part, you're going to get v is equal to minus it will be some 50 meter per second. Yes, Shreya. Can you see this thing
Yes, sir.
on the, did you get this, get how we calculate this momentum part?
Yes, sir. Yes, I got this.
Okay, so basically now if you want to see a video on YouTube, then you can see when you fire a pistol, okay, you will see your hands will just move upwards. Okay, it will just retract upwards. Have you seen the image which I have, like the video which I have shown in the class?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why does it happen? Basically, it happens because the amount of force that the bullet required to go outside is the same amount of force you will feel on your wrist. You feel on your wrist. Okay, therefore the force is equal. Therefore you're getting a force that is equal and opposite. Opposite means towards your direction. Therefore you can feel a force. Therefore in NCC, when they are firing some big guns like a rifle kind of thing, they will put the butt of rifle in here. Can you see can you see in the screen? In here they'll put on the chest part, maybe near the shoulder part, they will put the butt of the rifle, the backside of the rifle. Why? The reason that with rifle has more amount of force, so it will exert more amount of force on your body. Therefore you need to adjust the aim. Therefore you have to put this on your shoulders to manage the aim, or else you will miss the shot.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Tell
sir.
me,
I've got it.
everyone okay with this?
Sir,
Okay,
but
Nia?
why would your hand move in the upward direction, sir? Should it move backwards? Like you said, it will go up, right, sir?
Like how will it move? Why it will move up?
Yes, sir.
Not
Why?
down? Like how can I explain this thing? Basically the force, like what I said, the force conserved, no, therefore you are going to get equal and opposite force in this direction, backward direction. So it will move up because you cannot move your hand downward, no. Just try it out like this. Can you move this because you have joints in your hands? Can you move downwards? You cannot do that. The move hands can move upwards only because you have got such a mechanism in your hands. We can move our hand upward, not downwards. Like it will be difficult for us to move downwards. Therefore, when we fire gun, we fire somewhat at angle, very small angle. Therefore, it will just shift upward. Or if you find fire like this, it will pull you like this. Okay.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay, Nihal, you are asking something? Nihal,
Yes, sir.
you're asking something, I think.
Oh, how will the third law of motion act upon a freely falling body?
Freely falling body. Okay, I'll explain to you as well. I will explain that to you. Okay, okay. It's free for you. I will explain right now itself. So I'm going to erase this part. Okay, for now, just leave it. Okay, just give me 5 minutes. I'm going to explain this thing. Okay, just make me remember this because there are properties, and from properties only you can know why it's acting. Okay. Now we shall come to the properties part. Okay, we shall come to the properties part. Now you can see the finger as well. We apply a force on the body also give you a force on your fingers. Okay, you also feel like that as well. So till now what I've explained to you, the cheeks example, all the examples basically. Can you tell me some properties which you think are the properties of this Newton's laws of motion? Okay, just before that, one thing I skipped. These are known as action reaction pairs. Okay, just write it down in the copies. These are known as action reaction pairs. That means if force the action, the another force acting on your cheek, like the cheeks example, what we say, if force on the cheeks is action, reaction is your hands. Okay, the force we feel on your hands, that is the reaction basically. Okay, if it is the action, this one is the reaction part. This one is the reaction part. Okay, likewise, if this one is the action, this one is the reaction part. Okay, so these are known as, because they are pairs, therefore you
breaking.
voice is
can,
breaking.
because knob for. Okay, just tell me. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me
Yes,
now
sir.
clearly?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, at this point I mentioned,
So your
forgot to mention
voice
one
is
thing.
breaking again.
These
Yeah,
are
sir,
known
your
as
voice is
action
breaking like
reaction.
a little bit, sir.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me now
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
clearly? Okay, so what I meant to mention is that these are action reaction pairs. Okay, these are known as action reaction pairs. Okay, for the example, let's say in this what is the hitting on the cheeks basically, we apply a force that is action. This is the force acting on the cheeks is action, and reaction will be the force acted upon by the hands by the cheeks. The force acted upon the hands by the cheeks. This is the reaction. Therefore, we say since they occurs in pair, they both occur in pair. Therefore, you say action reaction pair. You tell me, any doubt in this part?
No, sir.
So
No,
could you
sir.
repeat again what is action reaction, sir, just in brief words?
Okay, like this example which I have gone. No, so this example, let's say your finger is pushing some body. Your finger is pushing some body. Therefore, this force F is acted upon the body by the finger. Correct. So this is action. Okay, this is action. This is action. Okay, and the body will also give a force, that will be the reaction part. That will be the reaction part. the force will, the body, like this box is also going to apply a force on the fingers. That is the reaction part. Yes, tell me. Any doubt in this part? Till now?
No, sir. I got it.
Got it? So let's move to the friction. Okay, friction, you know. Okay, so from friction part, you can see when I apply a force F on the body, this body, okay, this body is given to you, this body, the body is going to move forward. What is the direction of friction? Can anyone tell me?
Opposite of
So in the
direction of
backward
motion.
direction.
Backward, that means left. So that means the friction is coming from which body? Basically, the friction is coming from which body?
So from the ground.
Ground, correct. So this body is experiencing a friction from the ground towards left. So will the ground will also experience a friction from the body?
Yes, sir, it will.
Yes, sir, it will.
Exactly, it will, because it is the third law. Exactly, it will have this thing because it is the third law. Okay, therefore the direction of friction will be towards right for the ground. For the ground, which I have shown you in this image, you can say it. The image, this friction on the ground will be right side. The friction on the body will be left towards left side. Both are equal and opposite in nature. Yes, anyone have a doubt till now? Anyone from the class? Nandita, maybe Aditya, anyone have a class like Ahan, Chaksham? Yes, switch on your cameras, please switch on your camera. Everyone. Rishabh? Okay, many people are not
Oh.
switching on their cameras. Yes, Navya, Aditi Sajjan.
Sir, I switched off my camera because your voice was breaking like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. So do anyone have a doubt on this part? Ria, do you have a doubt?
Yes, sir.
Huh? No? Hello?
I don't have any doubt.
Navya?
No, sir.
Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Have you listened to everything?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
So
Yes, someone tell me.
feeling. So about the free is falling body. So
Free falling bodies. Okay, free falling bodies. I'm going to tell you after this properties part. Okay. This properties I will going to tell you. Now, from what I have told to you till now, can anyone tell me some properties of action reaction pair? We normally use a term that is not the return circle of motion, but we normally use term action reaction pair. Okay, I believe so. You got the reason for why we have told that as action reaction pair. Okay. What are the properties? Can anyone tell me? Yes.
So the amount exerted by the reaction is same as what it was in the action.
Very good. Very good. This
Also,
is the first
it's in the opposite direction.
Very good. Again, any other observation you have seen in the diagrams and all? If you want to show me the diagram, I can show you the diagram as well. Any observation you can make?
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, it's between two bodies. Oh, yes.
Okay, between two bodies. Okay, very much correct. Okay, anything else? Yes. Samruddhi, do you want to try this thing? What is the property between the action reaction?
Sir, I think they act on they act in the opposite direction, and they act on two different bodies.
Very good, very good. That was the answer I wanted to hear. Okay, everything is correct, but this is something that student normally, many people are not able to get it. Okay, this acts on different bodies basically. You can see this force F is acting on the face, and one force F is acting on the hands. Okay, these are two separate bodies. So write it down. This property, just write it down. Action reaction pairs acts on the different bodies. Okay, different bodies. And one more thing I am going to add this thing right now is they act in different bodies. They have same magnitude and same nature. Same magnitude and same nature. Same magnitude and same nature. Okay, that means that the normal force will give rise to another normal force. Friction will give rise to friction. Mg will give rise to mg. Gravity will give rise to gravity only. They won't be giving rise to normal force. They won't be giving rise to a normal force. The same nature has to be done. The normal force is normal force same. Friction mg equal to mg. They will give rise to same, what do you say, the same force basically. Okay. So don't get, it's a very important point. Remember this thing, same nature and same other different bodies. These are something that people make mistakes. Same nature and different bodies. Same nature and different bodies. These are the very important thing. If you want to same nature and different bodies, so if you want to make a point out of it, you guys here like welcome to make. Okay, like the normal force acting on the normal force. Okay, therefore you same nature.
Sir, could you explain like how is it the same nature? Maybe
Okay,
in this,
freely falling body.
yeah, or any like how like if gravity is acting on a body which is stationary,
Huh?
then how is the gravity again acting in the opposite direction?
Okay, I will tell you this. Let's write this point C. Then I'm going to tell you this whole thing in a very concise manner. Then you are going to understand the whole thing. Okay. Point C is both the forces acts in a pair and in opposite direction. And in opposite direction. And in opposite direction. That were the 3 points you have to remember. That is the 3 points you have to remember for having this. Switch on your cameras. I just can't keep this saying switch on your cameras. You are in the home only. You're nowhere.
Sir, can you give an example of friction to friction action reaction?
I give you example. This one, no. A block sliding on a table or block sliding on a surface is the example of friction pair. Yes. Hello. Shreya, no. Who was that? Shreya or someone? Hello. What was your name?
So Shreya.
Shreya, no. Okay. Did you get this example of
Yes,
body?
I
You missed the example. Okay, you are up. I believe so. You are out of the maybe you
yes,
got
I got
disconnected.
disconnected for 2 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the example which I made. When you pull a body, the friction force acting backwards. Correct? No.
Yes.
So basically, the opposite direction of the motion. Okay. So for the basically the friction comes from ground. The friction will come from ground. Correct? No.
Yes, sir.
That means the ground is applying a frictional force on the body on the direction towards left.
Yes.
Okay. And the third law states that equal and opposite reaction. That means a reaction force, that is the friction force of same nature, is going to act forward. Okay, on the ground by the body. This one on the ground by the body. You can just make it like 1 or 2, 1, then make it this ground 2. So it is like friction force on the body by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. This will be 2 by 1.
Yes.
If you know the definition, what I have written on the 1 by 2 definition. Have you seen the definition?
Yes,
F1 by 2?
Yes.
Okay, now coming to the main thing, you have been all asking this doubt. Okay, this freely falling body. Now, what are the
So
forces?
just show the properties one minute.
Write it down and just tell me, or I have written. I will just start then.
Yes, so you can continue.
I can move. Okay. So for the ball part, basically, Now the ball is moving freely. The ball is moving freely. Correct? No? Let's say the ball is moving down. The ball is moving downwards. Okay. Now tell me, what are the friction? What are the forces acting on the body? Anyone? Force acting on the body.
So
It's a
gravitational
gravitational
force.
force.
Gravitation force. So do you think the gravity is going to admire the third law? What do you think? Like anyone, any guesses? Like, this it might be, might not be, or you have a reason for that as well. If it is, why it's so? Just tell me.
Sir,
Tell me.
There will be,
so what did you ask?
I was asking, do you think the gravity follows the third laws of motion? This Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Do you think it follows the third law?
yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
how does it
So
follow?
maybe when we drop a ball, it bounces back. So
No, but let's say it's in air, okay. And I always told that the force is acts on a pair. The
Sorry,
force is,
resistance.
I didn't tell you. I told you the reaction. The forces acts in a pair. I have told you that the forces always exist in a pair.
Yes.
I have told you that. No, you written that in a copy. So let's say there's a freely falling body. So what do you think? Only mg is acting. Let's say.
So air resistance.
Also air resistance. Okay, let's focus on mg first. Air resistance, I believe so you can think of, because when this body is coming down, it will feel a resistance by the air on upward. It will decrease the velocity of falling of ball. Therefore, the friction force will be upwards by the air. Okay, on the ball by air. Okay, if you see the molecular level, if you zoom it to the very molecular level, okay, very small level, in the surrounding of the ball as well, the friction will also faced by the air, because they will stuck on the ball. They will try to move slip through the ball surface, but it will also stick on the ball surface. It's like a very advanced thing. Okay, so the friction air will also stick on the ball surface, so the air also feels the friction by the ball. Okay, so friction is not a deal, but let's say this mg is a deal. Tell me, what do you think? mg going to give the third laws of motion? Yes or no?
Sir, it's like it's very weird, because if like usually gravity would exert like opposite force in, like if it's a ground, then as form of normal force, but that's a contact force and you're in the air. But if you're in contact with air molecules, I guess.
No, it's not an answer. The answer is, you haven't studied this thing in the class 9th, I think, believe so. There's a chapter of gravitation. Chapter of gravitation. So the chapter tells you that if there's a gravitation between two bodies, let's say Mars and Sun and Earth, so they both pull each other with a gravity force, and the gravity force will be G m1 m2 by r square. G m1 m2 by r square. This is a formula for gravity force. Okay, so in a freely falling body, this is the Earth. Correct? No, this is the Earth. This is the ball. So basically, if you go by the formula that is derived, in formula this says us that the gravity force acts, the Earth pulls the ball with the gravity force. Okay, and the same force is applied by the ball on the Earth as well. This gravity force. The Earth pulls the ball with the gravity force. That's correct. And also, ball applies a gravity force on the Earth. Okay, and this formula proves that to you. This formula proves that to you. Like two bodies, what is the force of attraction between two bodies? This formula proves that to you, and this formula is very used in EMF as well. There are many concepts of electricity and EMFs kind of thing. Okay, so basically by this we can say that the third law is like valid for even the freely falling bodies. Yes, any confusion?
Sir, so you are saying like the earth is exerting its gravitational force on the ball and the ball is exerting its own gravitational force on earth.
And both are equal.
But sir, aren't they then in the same direction?
No, how can it be? The
Like-
earth is pulling this earth is pulling the ball and ball is pulling the earth. That kind of thing. They're not in the same direction basically. They're in different direction. They're not in same direction. They're the different direction. Okay, okay, 1 second. Okay, this
Could
one.
you
Okay.
explain it again?
Then
I was
how is the body still going down if it's supposed to be equal in magnitude?
see this force acts on different bodies, correct? No? If you make the let's say if you make the free body diagram for the body, just free body, if you make the diagram for the body, like it's like, okay, you are applying a force on a table to move it. Okay, according to third law, the tables also applies the force on you, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, so how does that table moves basically? Because if you make the diagram of forces on the body, there's only one force. They're not canceling each other. They're not canceling each other. The forces are on different bodies basically. If I make the diagram for the ball, there's only one force on the ball, this is mg. The force act on the different bodies, mg. The force acts on different bodies, that is mg. Therefore, the ball moves down due to the force is acting on mg only. Another force acting on the earth. Okay, it's like if you derive this thing from the if you derive the formula from here, so the force is going to be very little. Force is going to come very little. It will come like some 100 Newton. Okay, 100 Newton for the ball is quite big. But if I want to push this whole earth with 100 Newton force, can I push the whole earth? Tell me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
We cannot do it. No, only ball can move with 100 Newton force, not the earth. Therefore, earth seems like the ball seems to pull down by the earth. It seems like that. But the thing is, both exert equal force, and the force is on different bodies. Remember, different bodies, not the same bodies. There's a famous question in your book as well. If horse pulls a cart, so basically, the force of pulling by the horse is the same force acting on the cart, and the cart also pulls the horse back. Correct? Anyone? Did you get the question?
Yes, sir.
Basically, a horse is pulling a cart. Okay, so basically, a horse applies a force on the cart, and cart also applies a force on the horse. Both the same force, but still the cart is being pulled by the horse because both the force acts on the different bodies, not the same bodies. If both the forces act on the same bodies, let's say this body, if I apply a force, once again.
So the reaction force is like being absorbed by the horse over there, right? It's
No,
not
no, it's
acting on the
no,
carriage itself.
No, it's not absorbed. It's like acting. Now, I'm going to give you two cases. Okay, see, I'm going to explain this thing with this thing. Where is the example? I have given an example. Okay, this one. You are pushing this with finger, correct? No? You are pushing this with finger. Any doubt till now? Yes, tell me. Who was that? Rishabh. Hello.
Sir, I asked.
Okay, what's your name?
Sir Akshat.
Akshat. Okay. Now tell me, when you push a body with your finger, you apply a force F. Correct.
Yes, sir.
The body will also apply a force F on you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Will the body move basically? Yes, the body will move because their force are not cancelling each other. If we see the force acting on just body, if we see the force acting on the just body, just the body. If I see what is the force acting on the just body, what is the force acting on the body? Tell me.
Sir, F only.
Only F. Only F. Therefore, it will urge the body to move forward, because on the body the force is F only. That's why I mark this point, that this action reaction pair and acts on the different bodies. Okay, you have to remember this thing. They acts on different bodies. It's like very important thing. Yes, Akshat, clear?
Got it, sir.
This ball mg part clear? Everyone say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just say with energy.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, like you say in the assembly part. We sing national anthem in this assembly part. At the end, this Jaya Hai, Jaya Hai, Jaya Hai. You have to tell Jaya Hai 3 times. At the end, we have got energy. We say Jaya Hai 3 times, with very high power. Correct, no? Just with that energy, I am saying. Okay. So till now, no confusion, no doubt. Everyone? Something yes or no, or partial?
No, sir.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Now I will give an example. Now for this question, N and Mg are there. Are these action reaction pairs? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Anyone else?
No, sir.
Yes. In this class of 29, only 3 responded. Yes.
No, sir.
No. 4 people. Okay, just write it down in the chat box. Yes or no? Everyone. If you don't want to respond, then write it down in the chat box. Do it fast. 29 people. I want to see 29 answers. Yes, 21 till now, 22, 23. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay, cut everything. No. So everyone saying no doubts. Okay, no, nothing. Okay. The reason behind that this is, can anyone explain why it's not an action reaction pair? The answer is
Can I-
correct. Yes, please.
So because of the second property, it said they have to be of the same magnitude and same nature. And gravity and normal force.
So
are
because they do
different
not,
nature.
They?
Sir, they have different nature. One is normal force, one is like
Okay.
gravity.
Okay, first is different nature.
they're same nature, they're different.
Okay, different nature. Okay, anything else?
So they're acting on the same body.
One thing. Did they have to act on same? They are acting on same bodies.
And they're acting on the same body, sir.
Same body. That's why. And again, different natures they have given. Same bodies. Anything else? Okay. Other things are matching basically. They have same magnitude. For now, they have same magnitude. Okay. Now the rocket question that Akshat, I think you asked me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And right now you are going to prove the conservation momentum by Newton's third law. Conservation momentum, Newton's third law. Okay. This question, anyone can do now? This question? This question can anyone do?
Sir, 1 second, sir. Could you just scroll a little up?
Yes. Tell me if you have written everything.
Yes, sir. Written, sir.
Okay. This question, everyone could do now. Sir, say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the answer right now? Within a minute. Just within
So
a
by
second.
third law, we should solve this, or
No, just using by what I've taught you till now. Third law, I haven't, like, by using third law, I haven't told you till now. Just for practice, do it very fast.
What is the value of B?
B, what is B? V, you have to find out.
Or is
You have to find out V. It's not given, value is not given. V, you have to find out. What is the V value?
was I thought the
Sir,
6 is
V equal to 6 meters per
Sir,
second.
6.
6, let's meet it. 12, 12, 12, 24, 24 minus 6, 18, 18 by 3, 6. Yes, write it down. If you don't have have a doubt, then tell me, or else I'm going to explain something that is related to this part only. Yes, everyone 6 or someone is going to have different answer. Yes, anyone else wants to have the answer? Tell me the answer. Yes, can you hear me? Hello. 6. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now write down the conservation equation for this. This is VI1. This is VI2. VF1, VF2. Can you write the conservation equation?
Sir,
Tell me.
I think I have a bad network, so can I just switch off my camera for a while?
Sir,
Okay.
could you go up a bit, sir? I just need to see the. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Sir, what's the formula?
There is no formula basically. You have to write the equation normal, which I have taught you in the class for conservation of momentum. Write down the equation, nothing more than that.
Could you scroll it down?
Huh?
Could you scroll a little bit up?
Up.
Thank you.
Okay, have you written the formula? Everyone, just say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you. Okay. Now, according to third law, what I have told you, if the balls collide with each other, the force on block 1 due to block 2 will be the same and negative of block 2 on the block 1. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt till now? This point? Okay, also write this one. Okay, also make a diagram and also write this one. What are the meaning of this VA1, VF1, VI2?
Sir, I
VF2?
felt like we wrote this last class.
Okay, I'm writing one more time to make you understand one point basically. So if you you can write also if you want. Yes, can you continue? Just tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir. We can continue.
So 1 minute, sir, I'm writing.
Okay, right. So when you have next class, right now it's like after 9:30 or 10 o'clock.
Sir, 10:30 is next class.
Okay. Okay, after writing, just say yes. Okay, I just say yes so I can move on to the main
Can
thing.
you move a bit to the left side? Yes, sir.
Okay, shall I move on?
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me. Okay. See, what I mean to say is that when the ball will approach each other, they will collide, correct? No? And after colliding, they will have different velocities, correct? No? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how will I get force basically? How will I get what is the force after collision? Like, what is the force after collision of the bodies? How will I get the force? Tell me from second law.
Sir, momentum translates into force, right?
So change momentum, I change in like time. Change
Yes,
momentum by
sir.
time, correct? No. See, change momentum by time, correct? You can also write this down also write it down. So basically, they both are colliding with each other, and they are going to have changing momentum. And from the changing momentum, we can find the amount of force that are being exerted on both the bodies. And from Newton's third law, we know that they are going to have they are going to exert the same amount of force on both the bodies. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, anyone else have a doubt on this part?
No, sir.
I have also written minus. Okay, you just see this. I've also written minus in this part, minus, because it is also minus in here. Okay, don't miss the minus part. Okay, so if I move to the next step, what is change momentum of the first body? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell what is the momentum change of first body? Yes, anyone?
So can you like move little bit up?
So tell me, Akshat.
So like from here or in like the diagram?
From the diagram, tell me what is the change in momentum of the first body. Everyone, just try to. You have already done this thing.
So like mass 1 v1 vi1 minus mass this 1 vi
VF1.
yeah vf sorry.
So if I've judged, I will just zoom it for you. For it will F. Okay, it's F. So F1. Okay. So mass is what is change momentum is? Change momentum is momentum final momentum initial. Correct? No. Momentum final minus momentum initial. Correct? No. So M1 VF1 minus VI1. That is the change in momentum. Anyone have a doubt on this part? Tell me right now yourself.
No, sir.
No, sir. No. Yes, tell me, please. I know it's like just
No,
50
sir.
minutes,
No,
50 minutes
sir.
left.
No, sir.
Okay, no doubt. So that means M1 VF1 minus VI1 by delta T. Okay, is equal to what is change momentum for second body? It is P final minus P initial. It is momentum final minus momentum initial. This is the equation which I'm going to get. Correct? No? Hagine. Yes, sir. Yes or no? Then I
Yes.
can move. Okay. So delta is same. Let's say the delta is T is same because they're going to hit with each other at same fraction of time. Okay. The delta T is same. Correct. The so I'm canceling delta T from both the sides. So remaining part is the change momentum part. So if I write this thing, I'm going to get something like this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
If I just make like displace something here and there, I'm going to get the conservation of momentum equation. What is going to happen? I'm going to take this M2 VF2 to other side. Okay, so it will become M1 BF1 plus M2 VF2 is equal to M1 VI1 is equal to M2 VI2. That is something like P final is equal to P initial. That will be the Newton's. Sorry. This is the conservation of momentum which we proved from the Newton's second law.
Sir,
Yes.
so what happened to the delta T?
Delta T is cancelled because after hitting with each other, basically you are going to hit with each other in same fraction of time. No, they're going to hit each other at same fraction of time. Therefore, they are cancelling the delta T.
So in the first statement you wrote above, in that the negative sign means the opposite direction, right?
Because the force acts equal and opposite direction. That's what I have written. Equal and opposite. Therefore,
Yes.
I've taken minus sign.
Yes. Sir.
So basically, you're getting the same conservation momentum formula. Same conservation momentum formula. Anyone have a doubt till this part? Anyone have a doubt till this part? Say yes or no. Because it's the final thing. Anyone have a doubt till this part? Say yes or no.
No, sir.
Yes, everyone.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Did you get the whole thing? Basically, what I mean to say is that from the third law as well, you're going to get the same equal and opposite force. Now, for the rocket question, if you ask me for the rocket question, So what is happening basically? The rocket is experiencing a force F due to fire. Okay. And the same force F is experienced by the molecules in the air in this is coming out of the rocket by a force F. Okay, this is like object 1. This is object 2. This molecules of air is object 2. So basically this force 1 by 2, this is force 2 by 1. And both the forces are equal and opposite in nature. Okay. And we also proved that by Newton's third law that momentum is also conserved by Newton's third law. Okay. Therefore, we say the rocket has the momentum conserved. Tell me, the person who has having doubt, the student.
Yes, sir.
Doubt cleared? Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, the doubt is
Yes,
cleared?
yes, sir.
No doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So, nothing more to be seen. Okay. If I this is nothing like same thing only what I've done. I've just I have done nothing. Okay, just don't say it. Till now, it's like I have done the reverse way. Okay, just I have taken the momentum conservation momentum formula and tried to prove that this is Newton's third law only. Okay, the same thing only I've done. So anyone, no one have a doubt till this part or the previous chapters? Okay. If anyone have a doubt and don't want to ask doubt in the group, then you can message me personally. Not on the group. Basically, basically what happens in the group, many people ask something. So don't get what is being asked. Okay. So you can ask me personally, and we can like I will try to clear doubt as soon as possible in the group as well. Okay. So I believe so. You have understood all the things. So did you enjoy the class today, or it was boring as everyday class? Not every day means every week class.
No, sir, not. Sir.
Not boring.
No, sir, not.
You are then
Sir,
front bench.
this logic is applied when you like in aeroplanes, jet engines also.
Same thing, because in aeroplanes we have turbines, correct? No, outside the window you can see
Yes,
turbines
sir.
moving. Same thing, same logic. Turbines give the force. Okay. So you basically the people are saying it's not a boring class. They are front benchers, and the people who say it's a very boring class, it's like they are back benchers. Okay. So I used to be a middle bencher. I don't never sit to the front because I fear the teacher will ask something. No, neither on the back, because I believe so in the back you will never study. So middle is something I believe so it's a very good thing for me, because middle even teacher is hunting someone to ask questions. Like normally they will ask a question, so they'll hunt someone. They'll see the faces and all. So I can hide my face behind someone. If teacher will have some difficulty to find me in that case. Okay, so it's like a very less focus area, the middle bencher. Okay. So then you are free to leave if you do want to, or else you can just stay behind for a doubt if you
Sir?
have. Once again, I just pause the recording part.